guys? Today we're talking about how to host God in your home. There's 3 really easy points that I'm going to give you to try to communicate how important it is that we are able to host God's presence in our homes. Number 1, we have to believe that He is fully available. Number 2, we have to believe that He is worth our attention. And number 3, we have to be convinced that He's all-consuming. He's fully available. In Matthew chapter 6, Jesus gives us this insight and this encouragement. He says these words, "When you pray, go into your room and close the door behind you, and your Father who sees what's done in secret will reward you. He will give Himself to you when you give yourself to Him in secret." God is not only interested in what we can do in a public sense, how we pray, how we worship, but He is very interested in how we host Him in a private sense. Your room, your door. Be alone with Him. So the second thing that I want to tell you about hosting God in your home is that God is worth all of our attention. There are so many things that are competing for our attention, especially when we're at home. We have distractions with the television. We have the computer. We have work responsibility. We have all types of extracurricular projects that we can be working on. Part of hosting God in your home requires that you make an intentional decision that God is worthy of all of my attention. And maybe sometimes it's just as easy as saying, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna turn my attention away from this because I've decided that He is worth everything to me. Sometimes it's just that simple. I know that sounds very fundamental, but a fundamental belief that my attention must be given to Him for me to host Him well starts in my home. And so the last point that I want to encourage you with about how to host God in your home is that our God is all-consuming. Hebrews tells us that He is an all-consuming fire. What this means is that anything we open up to Him, He will fill it, He will consume it completely, and He saturates it not just with things and stuff, answers, solutions, but with Himself. When you open up your heart to Him, He is all-consuming. When you open up your attention to Him, He is all-consuming. And yep, you guessed it. When you open up your home to Him, He is all-consuming. So in considering how to host God in my home, number 1, we have to believe that He is always available. Number 2, we have to believe that He is worthy of all of my attention. And number 3, I have to be convinced that He is all-consuming and that anything I bring to Him, whatever I choose to open up to Him, He is going to fill it and fill it to overflowing with Himself. My friend, you too can host God not only out in public, but in your home in a real powerful way.